Good evening, everybody. Welcome to RSF1 Division 3 Round 21 Abu Dhabi. It's the last race of the season for Season 1 of League 3. Tonight your commentators are RSF1 Reichnen, and I am joined by...
Unity Horse, Division 1 champion. How's everyone today?
Well, it's actually quite an honour. I'm in the room with one of the series champions. So tell me, Unity, how was it winning the championship? Was it an easy ride, or did you have much competition?
I had a lot of competition. Wasn't easy at all.
Yeah. No. Who was your main competition?
The Williams boys. Their teamwork, man.
Yeah. I do believe the Williams boys was dyslexic and Verstappen, if I'm correct.
Yep, giving each other toes in qualifying non-stop. And I'm just sat there like, oh my god, where's my teammate?
So did you, were you a bit like me and had a bit of an inconsistent teammate throughout the season?
I had a teammate, he left halfway through the season, then I had another teammate. We don't really talk much, so I wouldn't say inconsistent. We don't really talk.
Yeah.
Anyway, enough of me. Time for Division 3.
Yeah, we are underway.
Hopefully it rains. I want an interesting race.
Well, as you know, that Division 4 are the ones for the notorious rain. But I was hotly warned that if it does rain in Abu Dhabi, that a certain someone was going to come and find me, and he was going to give me some serious pain, because he doesn't like racing in the wet.
Who would that be?
Oh, that would be one of the dreads himself, Mr. RSF1 Rebster.
Of course.
Yeah. At the moment, I know he's a little bit under the weather. Last night, listened to him. He did sound like his balls had dropped again. I know it's old age, but hey ho.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so we are now entering
I
Q1.
called it.
Oh,
I called it.
It's raining.
Yeah.
You called it, indeed.
Thank you. You can say thank you to me, F3 boys. This is the first time I've seen rain in Abu Dhabi. Oh my god. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Oh,
Wow.
Division 4. If they lost it in turn 2 yesterday, today's going to be
This is going to be a very interesting qualifying session. I'm sure there's going to be people out there absolutely swearing in their garage going, oh my god, I can't believe it, it's raining.
I feel like people are going to come and find me after the stream.
Well, at the moment, no one's coming out on track yet, either to get some time in or anything, so let's talk about this track, shall we, Unity? Obviously, you've had your race on Tuesday. How did it go?
It went fine. Got pole position. Wasn't an easy task. Race was a different story. Got spun twice, but didn't give up. Still got the points. I'm happy.
Oh, yeah, good.
How was your race?
I know that my race yesterday was really good. I managed to finish P2. Oh, we have
Easton's
a driver
out.
now coming out. Easton is out. Now this could be.
It was quite heavy when you got on board with them.
I do love the sound of this tunnel.
Oh, no rain in the race. Oh, that's a disappointment.
No rain in the race. Have you got the stream up, have you, Unity?
Yes, I do.
Okay, guys, could you please comment on the audio and the video stream quality as well? If it's all good, please let us know. If there is a problem, we will try and resolve it as much as we can. So, going through. So, old Manzy 31, he's now coming out.
They're all coming out now.
Yeah.
Ooh, Hamilton giving a slot.
I do
right,
like
it's all
that.
good.
As I said, I
All
don't.
good.
That tunnel looks absolutely fantastic. That sound of that tunnel is fantastic. Them cars coming through.
I would
Like
get
yesterday when I was driving through it.
I get a panic attack every time I drive through that tunnel.
You go what? Sorry.
A panic attack. I'd have got a feeling I'm going to crash.
Well, although as we know, as far as we were saying earlier on, me and Unity were discussing that a certain someone is meant to be taking a break. Whether he's gone to reserve and he's managed to make the race tonight, I'm glad he has, because he has always got pace to watch out for. Looks like one of the Ferraris is coming out as well, which should be interesting. Right, who's going to be on a flying lap first?
Easton first, I believe, is it?
It'd be Easton.
Yes.
No, I think Stygian.
No, Easton past Stygian, I believe.
Okay. Yeah, so he's now off and he starts his flying lap. Should we ride on board with him for this one? We'll stay with him for this one?
Right, Verstappen says, where's the volume for party and game? There we go. It's fine.
Oh, okay.
Right, who are you riding on board with? Oh, Stygian!
Oh, what's happened with Stygian?
Turn two, he spun it.
Oh dear.
Oh.
Very oh dear. I tell you what, yesterday, those curbs caught me out as well in Q3. They actually terminated me. And so it was a disappointing qualifying session. I did start from P9, but I chipped away and I just kept my head down, and through the messy start of F4's race yesterday, it was dividends paid off.
Yep. You got P2 P2 or 3, one of the two.
I got P2.
Yeah,
P2, and I got fastest lap as well.
Oh, did you? Wow.
For that extra point, although it didn't help me on my championship stands. Oh, DPS Racing, he's out on a flying lap as well.
Leaving the pits. Right, where's East?
Sorry?
Right, there's Easton. What's he going to do? Oh, don't touch that wall. Okay, good boy. Verstappen frontline spray.
Yes. Frontline speed, as it goes.
150. I don't know if that's any good or not.
151. I think that's a pretty good wet time. I was doing my practices the other night in a wet track, and I think the best I was doing was about a 153 in the wet. So 151, that's pretty decent. Obviously, I'm not too sure on the weather conditions if it's meant to be drying out or.
Anyone in the chat know the weather conditions for qualifying? Please let us know.
Or are we going to be in for a wet quali all along?
I hope it's a wet quali.
I think a lot of people have been looking forward to a bit of wet weather in Abu Dhabi, because normally it shouldn't rain in the Arabs because it's a desert state.
Can we have frontline speed with passion, please?
Oh, and who said that?
You're all mine, Mr. Ben. RSF1 Verstappen.
Oh, Mr. Verstappen, I do apologise. Oh, DPS Racing with a 151.3. So he has set the fastest lap so far in Q1. It's an interesting time. I wonder if someone's going to come round. Now, I don't know if you know, Unity, about when you're doing quali on wet inters or wet, the longer you stay out, the faster you become. So it's always good, like in the wet weather conditions, to put a bit more fuel in the car, a bit more weight in it, and as you go along and your intermediates or wets heat up, you will become faster and faster. So there's a lot of people that make the mistake of they short fuel the car to do like 3 laps, but the tyres don't get up to temperature, into the operating temperatures quickly, because obviously with the wet track, the water's cooling them down very quickly, and they do struggle.
Yeah, Yeah, I mean, sometimes if you do stay out, the more you stay out like Warners, the more chance you got of crashing, you know. Because the more wear you're going to put into them, especially a track like this, turn 2, you don't want to be doing that many runs on the same set.
Yeah, I get that as well. I can understand that.
I
As
say
well,
that
like turn
Ethan's
2.
lost it, turn 2.
Oh no!
Yeah,
There he is as
yeah,
well.
I was talking about it. He went, oh, I should just
Did
stop.
you give him the commentator's curse?
As soon as I went on board with him, he started spinning.
You gave him a commentator's curse. Oh dear. I think Mr. Brundle last night had to watch his words very carefully as well, because he was every time that someone said like breathe or slow down, let's let things space out, something happened in F4 and
Elements
they
overshot
couldn't
the
breathe
pits.
for a second.
Wow.
Oh.
That's unusual.
Oh, Tom
150.
Bresner with 150. Look at that.
Oh,
Ace
the
Cookie has retired from the session.
Terminal damage.
Let's have a look. Let's have a look. I'm on board with Seal now, so hopefully we might get a glimpse. Sector 3 yellow flags.
Yeah, it's where Magic might have been down in F2 in the last turn. Right, on board with Seal now, you'll be able to see him. Oh, never mind, he's
Yeah,
gone
I'm
now.
on board now.
In that grey wall, that's where you lost it.
Ah, that's such an unlucky. So he will be starting from the back.
That means
of the
everyone's
grid.
through. Just need to put it now. Go as slow as you want. Go as slow as you want. You don't need to push it now, guys.
No, that's it. You know, just take it easy. Everyone will get through. Only 16 drivers in this league, in this race tonight. Reasons I am not sure of. Right, let's see. Can we find someone on a flying lap yet? So RSF1 Seal, he's now come out on a lap. Is it me, or does the rain appear to be getting a little bit heavier?
Yeah, I've been noticing that. Oh, Seal decided to make a different route.
He just overshot that.
He decided, no, I'm just going to make a different route for this track.
So that would be that lap voided, surely, because he went straight on.
Be in the track is Cookie, purple sector 1, purple sector 2, and met in a wall.
What, Ace Cookie?
Yeah. He went purple in both sectors before he lost.
Alright, so that is Tom Bresner now coming into the pits. AMS Easton is out again, he's on a lap. Let's follow him, shall we?
Yeah, but I don't think I should be saying anything.
No, let's not give anyone the commentator's curse.
I mean, he's passed the hard bit. This is quite easy now. I mean, if I was Easton, I would hit.
Yeah, he doesn't need to be actually. Well, if I was any one of them drivers right now, the only time I'd be coming out on to like sighting lap on the wet weather, if it was going to be a wet in the race, I'm not too sure. Does anybody have the conditions for the race? Is it dry? Is it still going to be carrying on with this wet weather? Because if it is, then I'm sure that a lot of people have not done any practice at all in the wet, so they need to be getting used to the feel of the cars in the wet and how they perform and behave. I know in my practice sessions
wet quality
that I was doing.
DPS says wet quality.
What about the race?
It's a dry race, so this is going to make it interesting indeed.
Yes. Oh, there we go.
Easton.
There's a safe pace set, 150.8.
Your facts coming true. The longer you stay out. Right.
It's strange because the tyres just evolve as you go along more and more. He's now on 4 lap old intermediates, so...
Oh, Element, careful. You almost lost it there.
Oh, did he really?
He did
Let's have a
spin.
look, see what Element... Let's see what Element is doing, because I know he likes when he's done the comms.
Just set up Element, you don't need to push it. I got that. Someone's gonna go too aggressive.
Yeah, that would be so unfortunate to see someone go absolutely binning it down the thingy.
Oh,
Okay,
nice.
down, binning it into a corner, to binning it
Oh,
into a thingy. What am I
Dan!
saying here? Who, Dangerous Dan?
On the pitch straight. Oh, he's
Oh
reversing.
dear!
Don't you get DQ? Careful. Oh my god.
Oh,
Oh.
look at that!
Oh my god. Don't give me a heart attack, please.
This is exciting, isn't it?
Oh, do a
Just
little
as
wet
he starts,
quality.
just as he starts a fast lap, with wing, he's got wing damage as well. So I think that qualifying lap's
Oh.
going to be well and truly aborted.
I mean, you can still finish the lap. You're still going to go through. I'm up to
Oh, hello.
157.
There's the champion. He's put in a pace setter as well. RSF1 Hamilton. He has wrapped up this championship, and so have the constructor champions. They are.
It's another yellow flag.
all
Oh,
signed,
what's it?
sealed, and delivered.
Okay, it's all good.
That's Haas.
Element.
He's been out on for 3 runs.
What am I going to do? And the final corner. It's not going to be. Ooh, a 152. 0.
Not bad, but could be a little bit faster.
Me. They're all safe, let's be honest. Apart from Dangerous Dan, he needs to be careful going back to the pits.
Yeah, absolutely. So AMS Eastern, he is happy with his time, I do believe. He thinks he's well and truly in the safe zone. He is retired from the session, so we have got anyone out on track at the moment. Element, I think Element is now going to be coming on the in lap.
Not on our lap, coming into the final sector.
So
he's
Falcon
overshot it.
coming out.
Oh, that's a corner cut. Who's that behind? Oh, okay. Is Dan going to pit,
Okay,
or will he finish a lap? Come on, Dan, just finish a lap.
So Stygian, he is now out on a flying lap.
Yep, told you, Dan finishing a lap.
Oh, look at that car go absolutely sideways, and he's just absolutely been run. Stygian, it was a very
second time
car.
this session.
Oh yeah, that turn 2 and 3 yesterday was very treacherous, even in overcast conditions. Did he get a little bit wobbly in the corner?
Yeah, he got a bit wobbly.
Oh dear.
You're safe, guys. How many times do I have to say this?
Be gentle. Be very gentle. This is going to be an interesting qualifying session. I can see as like Q2 and Q3 develop when they're fighting for the pole position, especially. I think we're going to see some mistakes being made.
The yellow flag. Who just for? To no one.
Sector 2.
Can't find anyone. I think it's no one. Must be a car slowing down.
Have we got a slow moving car around the
Yeah,
track?
I think we've got a slow moving car somewhere. What is this yellow flag? There we go, it's gone. No, oh my.
Sectors 1 and 2.
Oh
right, the sector 1 flag will be people retiring in the pit lane, calling it a day for the session. So there's nothing major, but sector 1, 2 and 3. The whole track yellow flagged. That's very interesting. Elements know he's just
I'll get him back in. I'll get him back in.
Oh, he's just left the session as well. Oh dear, that's not good.
Right to gain. There you go.
Okay, so Stygian, he's out on another attempt. I think he wants to try and improve on his time.
Third time lucky.
Follow him with it. Is he gonna go sideways again? Ooh. Oh, he holds it. Oh, it's the suspense of 2 and 3 at the moment into 4 and 5. Oh, yes, so far so good. His lap's coming on very nicely. Around the hairpin. Oh, now up the straight. That's it. Full power. And for the sake of the one and only Ben, frontline speed!
Jeez. Right, Porter.
I've tried to slow the cars down in the dry.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I do feel sorry for this F3 tonight, doing this in the wet.
The one track, it has to be Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. That's such unlucky. Oh, he's gone wide.
Well, Dangerous Dan is on a lap. So is Duffer. Oh, it's going to end badly.
Ooh. This. Hopefully he's not invalidating himself. I hope.
Oh, he's 5 seconds down.
Oh,
yeah.
What? Dear oh dear. Oh, that is well and truly cooked it. That is a. Nah, that corn lap is. Abort that lap, my friend. Absolutely abort it. Okay, so RSF1 Duffer.
Right, port on top notch. Need to settle up. Don't need to be a fast lap, you know. Just take it easy, lads. All ports on.
Okay, so that's Q1. Checkered flag now showing.
Wobbly wobbles, says dyslexic.
Wobbly wobbles. Excellent. RSF1 Duffer, he does not make any improvement on his time.
All eyes on top notch here.
Top notch?
Yeah, if he doesn't set a lap, he's out.
Well, no, he should go through, shouldn't he?
No, because he'll be in 16th place.
Oh, yes.
So if he invalidates, it's over.
Drivers. So no pressure here, top notch. Absolutely no pressure here at all. You have got to stay on track. Stay in the white lines. Go as slow as you like. Just set a time.
Oh, I bet he's booked now.
Oh, the whole world is watching him right now, and I hope I bet he's like saying, "Please don't go over the line. Please don't go over the line."
Here we go. Moment of truth, is it invalidated or not?
Oh, moment of truth, ladies and gentlemen. Let's have a drum roll, please.
Oh, he's
what a lap! That's good.
That
Good lap,
pushes Porter down. But now it's all eyes on Porter now. Porter's going slow. Oh, yeah, Porter's going to be able to do this. As long as he's not invalidated, he should go through.
He's doing the wise thing. He's using his head like, yes, I don't need to go very fast.
Yeah.
Is he out of fuel? Is he out
yes,
of fuel?
Yes, he is. Well, but immediately pits now, he's out, so he should cross the line. Alright, yeah, he's crossed the line.
This is like the slowest lap to get through on a qualifying, but hey yo, if it gets you through.
Down the final corner, Porter through to qualifying
2 minutes, 7 seconds, 6:44. What?
What a lap.
What absolutely blistering pace.
Oh my.
Absolutely blistering pace.
Oh, my keys. Oh, here's your partner in crime. Let me just take a screenshot.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Right.
So,
Screenshot.
only Ace Cookie has not got through, so all the other 16 drivers are through to qualifying 2.
Alright, this will be me done, lads. You'll have Bundle. Yeah. How you look forward to it,
Mr. Michaels!
It's a wet qualifying, so... Yeah, wet quali.
It is wet.
Yep, our left, so good luck both of you. Hopefully you do a good job. Alright, see you later. Yeah, no problem. See you later.
Thank you very much, Unity.
Jesus. Okay, I'm away.
Hello, Mr. Michaels.
Hello, Mr. Raikkonen. Raining? Really?
Rain?
What have you done?
I've done nothing. I am not the lobby host, so don't even think about blaming me for this
you're
one.
streaming. This is what you do. We should get you streaming more often.
Well, yeah, that should spice things up a little bit, shouldn't it?
Right, let me just...
So,
right.
AMS Easton is coming out nice and early. I think he wants to lay down the gauntlet. He's followed very closely by DPS Racing. All that tunnel sound is the best sound.
It is. It is. I didn't get enough of it. yesterday. I didn't showcase enough of it yesterday. Very good.
No. Oh, looks like DPS wants to get out of the way of AMS Eastern and go sprinting off. I was just explaining to the viewers in about Q1 about obviously with wet weather qualifying, it's best to put a bit more fuel in the car and just keep on out there and keep going around the track. And as you go around the track, it goes faster and faster because like it's taking a lot longer for your tyres to heat up.
Yeah, I would agree with that. It's you've gradually got to get you cannot go 100% into the lap. Obviously, they've had was it raining in Q1 as well?
It's qualifying all session.
Okay, is it dry race then, or?
Yes, I do believe so. Dry race. So this is going to be a nice mixed up grid, I think. Obviously, you're going to have your people that are really good in the wet. I bet Bodder is gutted he's not in this race in this quali session.
Yes, they've already had a session to sort of gauge the conditions. Might be slightly different into Q2. Might be a little bit more rain on there, but obviously the dangerous points are going to be turn 1 and 2, which was an absolute minefield yesterday in the dry for F4, so let alone the wet.
And that was just with overcast conditions.
Yeah, so yeah, it's all going to be about who sets the lap. Who was the pace setters in Q1?
The pace setters in Q1 were, off the top of my head, Easton was one of them, and so was Hamilton.
Yeah, so the usual antagonists in F3.
Yeah. So Easton is now currently on a flying lap. Whoa, that car just looks like it's sliding everywhere at the moment. Oh, he's given up. He's gone wide. So let's go on with DPS, because I did see that he started one.
Yeah, 20.0 on the first sector.
Not bad, not bad. I think it's 3 seconds off the dry delta time.
The other sectors, he is still currently fastest in that first sector there.
Lovely. And then look at this, the car control from DPS Racing. That's the only thing about wet weather racing. You cannot apply full throttle straight away into a corner. You've got to thread it through. It is like needlework, really. So delicate, and especially if you're like on half traction or no traction control, the cars become dangerous. The more back end dangerous, basically. They just like to. Well, the back end will just follow come ahead of the front end.
Yeah, you got to give this these conditions respect. Basically, if you go at it 110% from the get-go, it's going to bite back at you. So you need to gradually get it in. Your car really should be fueled for multiple laps. More often than not, it's like the second or third lap that you get the fastest, because you get more confident. You see where the grip is, where the turning. Braking zones as well, especially at a track like this where you've got heavy braking zones. But DPS is going to set a lap on a 51.4.
Okay, so that's 1.5 seconds, at least a second off of Q1's time.
In the 50s. Seal 51.7. They all seem to be in groups as well, I've noticed. Right, and then there's not very much gaps in between each one.
Yeah. I hope for their sake they're not trying to get slipstreams off each other, because this track, I tried it last night with my teammate. It doesn't work. Unfortunately, there's just too much corners into it. You need the clean air. Dangerous Dan's coming back into the pits there. Stygian, he's currently coming round for the last section of his lap in sector 3. He's down on time though, but he's going back into the pit lane. What about Camo? How's Camo going? 151.2 from Tomnik Bresna.
Hamilton's just about to cross the line to see if he can beat that. This looks much quicker actually. It's going to be in the 50s. 50.4.
Oh, that's a nice lap. That's a really, really nice lap from Hamilton there.
Quickest so far of the evening.
Yeah. Okay, so Camo, he is now beginning his first flying lap of Q2. Let's ride on board with him for this one.
Yeah, see how much he has to ease off through these this set of corners and not going full throttle. Oh, slight twitch.
Yeah, them corners are lethal. Even like you say, even in the dry, they are lethal.
Yeah, 20.2 first sector. That's a couple of tenths down on whose was it that we were watching? DPS's. So
yeah,
a little bit down so far.
But then he could make time up in sector 2 and 3. Just look at the Renault coming up the straight there, hard on the brakes. It was bad enough trying to stop it in the dry yesterday. Ooh, he nearly outbraked it and went over a corner then.
Wide on the exit curb as well. It's not what you want to do either.
Yeah, no, not especially in wet conditions as well, because you avoid the curbs in wet conditions no matter what, because they just turn into ice rinks and you just lose all grip, all traction, and that's it. Your lap's gone. Nice through that little sector there. Now into the hotel section we're coming up to now. I've always wanted to stay in that hotel.
Yeah, would be good experience. Camo's middle sector needs a bit of improvement on. I think he may have either corner cut or something, because he doesn't seem to be going full throttle. He's not on hot lap. He's going for multiple laps. I don't think this is a very fast one. Could be wrong. Yeah, this is going to be 53, I think.
52, 53.
Yeah, it wasn't valid.
Oh, unlucky.
Top Notch went into the pits as well after the single lap he tried to do.
Yeah. Tell you what, there's a lot of people. I think they're struggling with the conditions at the moment. Oh, we're on board with wobbles right now. Wobbles.
Easton's about to complete a lap. He's in the penultimate 2 corners now. Just threading the car through. He's going to be very careful. Track limits as well. This is going to come close to Hamilton's, I think. 50.6.
Ooh, that is very close. 2 tenths off the line though. 2 tenths off the mark. So, bit more time to find there, little friend. Bit more time to find.
Tell you what this obviously does do is race strategy. Raikkonen, they're all starting off fresh tyres. So anybody that starts outside the top 10, and of course we saw myself benefit from those fresh tyres in on Tuesday, and then even saw last night from I think it was Primus, and no, you didn't have fresh tyres. Yeah, Primus had fresh tyres, and he used that to his advantage, or his benefit. These guys won't have that because everyone's on fresh tyres.
Yeah,
oh,
exactly.
Camo!
Camo. What's he done?
Into the hotel section. You know that fast, like 2 corners before.
Yeah, full throttle corners.
Yeah, as soon as he put his foot on the brake, the car just wanted to go sideways, and he had to try to correct it. Went off the track as well, and he's back into the pits.
Yeah. Now, so he's ported that one. Stidgen's currently out on a fast lap as well. He's just now come off the last of the fast sector. He's now coming into the little chicane section for the hotel section in his racing point. Through to the hotel section.
Did the same thing as Camo.
Whoa, look at that.
They did the same thing as Camo, only Camo went.
Has he aborted it? Has he validated the lap? He's still going for it. He's put the map up back to 5.
Oh!
Whoa! That was so close. That was so close.
Held it together. Held it together though. Apparently I need to see.
Recovery.
Apparently I need to read the chat. Where's my phone? A message from Verstappen says, "Am I reading the chat?" I am not yet, but I will load it up. Why is there a problem?
Chat.
Yeah.
I hope not.
The best I bring it up. It's fine.
We currently only got 8 viewers at the moment. A lot of people wait till the race, don't they?
Right, chat is now up. I can now
Okay.
see any comments. Oh, okay, Verstappen, yeah, I get it. Apparently,
What's he saying?
apparently whoever isn't streaming uses the chat. Well, you know, that was a rule. Okay, it's on. By the way, your questions or your queries. The Seal's got a second, actually, I've just noticed. 50.4.
Oh yeah. Yes, very good from Seal. So we're on board with DPS Racing now. I think. No, is he going on a flying lap or not? No. He's got fully RS. It makes no sense of why he's not. Unless he's getting a couple of sighting laps in before he goes. Look at them clouds up there. They look heavy, don't they?
Really do. But 3 minutes to go. This is all about the top 10 as Easton gets a 50.3. The Easton's done multiple laps. He's done exactly what you need to do.
Yep. Keep out there. Keep on. Just plug away. Get the spray up. And hopefully you're getting yourself a nice operating window there. Look at that from the rear, from DPS Racing's rear wing, looking at the racing point.
Old Manzy's on a pretty solid lap. Yeah, it goes up to 7th. 52.2.
Nice, 52.2.
Puts Wobbles out of the session, although he's on a lap currently. Who's that that's gone up? Top Notch goes to 7th.
Very good,
51.8.
very good. So it's RSF1 Porter and G13 Wobbles and Falcon and Stygian and Camo are all in danger zones. They all need to be coming out and doing times should they want to get through to Q3.
Elements.
Guys, this is the chance of
Elements on the bubble. He's also just about to begin a lap, so they're all out there.
lovely. Elements didn't have a really good Q1 really. Oh, Wobble's getting a bit wobbly in that corner there.
Let's check his middle sector time. Porter was 2/10 up on his first sector, so he's already improving 4/10 on Wobbles in the middle. Not enough currently, but the last sector there.
Okay, looks like the champion and Seal have are happy with their times and they've called it a day. Easton's now coming back into the pit lane. Look at that. Ooh, that back end around that hotel section just likes to step out on everyone, don't it?
It does. Oh, Wobbles!
Oh, dear! He put it in the wall.
That's him done. That's him done. He's not gonna. He's gonna try.
Finishing the lap.
It's not gonna be quick enough, surely.
I'll get take my hat off to him. Surely
He
it's got to have been
improved.
validated.
No, he improved it.
No.
Camo goes to 7th. Camo's in the top 10 currently. Puts Element out.
Okay, well, Element is now on his flying lap, so let's be on board with it on the Mercedes. Round he comes, coming into the hotel section now. What a shot!
Falcon's on a good lap. Falcon currently 14th. Looks to get in the 50s. This could be. Yeah, 50.9.
Very nice, very nice. Just in the nick of time as well. So that's him through to Q3. Unless the next drivers, Potter's out on a race, on a lap as well. So they're all out on laps. So it is literally going to be down to the wire. Who's going to be getting through?
Element goes to 7th and 51.2. I'm actually a little bit concerned that
With
those have already retired. Yeah, Element's now 8th. DPS goes to 7th on a 51.2. That might not be safe. Because the track seems to me improving. There's less rain than there was at the beginning. Wobbles is out though. He's parked it. Duffer's a second up.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Coming around the last 2 corners. Now, he's flying up to the top. See, the track's improving. And he goes...
Duffer.
Oh, not enough! Oh, he did! No, he missed out by a 10.
Oh, unlucky.
Oh, and Camo spun it. Same place as Wobbles. Oh, well, he's doing donuts, I think. No, he's just trying to spin it in the right direction. Run over your own front wing. And
he's not doing an RSF1 for tail then.
He's 11th. Is anyone else still on a lap? No, that's it. That's it. Stitching goes through by 18 thousandths. 18 hundredths of a second over Camo.
Now that's a tight margin if you call it a tight, if that's a tight margin.
It is a tight margin.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is it. You know, your top 10. AMS Eastern,
Wobbles.
RSF1 Hamilton. Oh, what's Wobbles done now?
He's already out anyway, but he was going to cross the line, but then he changed his mind and then nearly headbutted the pit lane wall.
Oh dear.
He went back in.
Decided the best course of action was to go in the pit lane.
So yeah, Camo will be very, very frustrated with that. Just missing out on the top 10.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Camo and Top Notch are going to be very disappointed about not reaching top 10. Top Notch is currently
from Verstappen: is it frontline speed or frontline spray in the rain?
Ooh, now that is a question. Now, what do you reckon we should call it in the web?
Back end spray.
Yeah, it'd be rear line spray.
Backline spray. Yeah,
rear line spray.
because it's not really speed, is it? Can't say speed when it's raining.
And you wouldn't be getting it from the front foot if it was coming from the car, because it comes underneath the car. So, rear line spray, Verstappen. Are you happy with that one?
But he just comes up with it. There you go.
Yeah, he's the one that Chris. Okay, so that is it. So Camo, RSF1 Duffer, Top Notch, and Olmanzi and G13 Wobbles, they have been eliminated from Q2. So it is now down into Q3, crunch time for pole position. Who will be the one to make it through and onto the front row? Ladies and gentlemen, please give us your predictions of who you think is going to get to the pole position. And I'm sure Mr. Michaels will announce who, will tell me who the predictions are.
My name is Brundle.
Mr. Brundle, sorry. Well, everyone keeps calling me Spiral.
Yeah. To be fair, I still think you're Spiral. I still think Alonso is Tomo. Still think Full Send is Tegosaurus.
No. Don't you mean King Kentish?
Yeah, that too. Not going to be down who's going to hook the lap up in Q3 as always. Easton, Seal and Hamilton look to be the ones on the pace in these conditions. I'll go with Seal. Someone I think different.
You're going to... Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I think Hamilton's going to put it on pole. I'll put that one out there. Whether it's going to be the commentator's curse or whether it's going to be the commentator's blessing.
Tomic Brezin is going to be the first driver out. It's going to go on the TV pod. It looks more rain than Q2. Could be my eyes deceiving me.
It does a little bit, doesn't it, Brundle?
A bit more. I mean, the times obviously will tell, but to me, compared to the end of Q2 looked like it was just drizzling. This is now full on started up again, I think.
Yeah, so it looks like it's going to be an interesting, because this is now where we're going to see the mistakes, I think, as well. Because this image that I'm looking at right now, it just reminds me of the Kimi Raikkonen 2017. Everyone doing the weaving in and out of the track straight, and him just going straight up. So, nope, I'm not weaving. But as I say, this is where the mistakes are going to show, because people are going to be pushing to get onto that front row, because it's a dry race. everyone knows they want to be ahead as much as they can, because if there's anything like yesterday's race, the lap 1 carnage round 2 and 3, wow. You were lost for words.
Well, actually, I was just lost for words of how this scenario ended up, because you had the championship leader who could have won it, could have won the title yesterday. He was out in the first corner.
He would have been.
I know. Can I do a hot lap on board, President, please? I don't normally do it.
Yes, you can. We're on board.
Sweet. So, obviously, this corner is going to be very different in these conditions, but let's run on board Bresner as he begins this lap into the final corner he goes. For everyone on the throttle, using the hot lap, which you can use a bit more now in these conditions. Your rest management is slightly less in the rain. Takes it normally through turn 1, but yeah, you got to ease off massively through turn 2 and then to turn 3, normally flat in the dry, and he has to keep he wobbles under the curbs though, down into turn 4 and then down into the braking. Decides to go down the gears a little bit slowly, which is fine, smooth as you can, and then into the hairpin, third gear, interestingly. Now he's backed off, never mind.
Yeah.
Switch to Hamilton.
That is it. Mr. Hamilton.
Switch to Hamilton, there we go. And we carry on down the straight, the front line speed of 190.
Rear line spray!
Yeah, 197 miles an hour into the braking zone of this chicane. Got to mind the bump at the top of this chicane here, because it's very awkward. I would say open up the DRS, but you can't in these conditions. But down into this very tricky braking zone here, it's going to be even more difficult. So it's braking way before the 100-meter board. Down into second gear, into this triple chicane. Very, very tricky on the curbs. Takes that very nicely, does Hamilton. And into the 90-degree left-hander. But not going wide. And then this triple apex right-hander with Rosberg and Carter Kane, I believe it was. Yeah, had their incident several years ago. Down into there, very difficult braking, and Hamilton just about kept under control underneath the hotel. You've got to be very careful, don't run the car too far away, because that curve does drag you into the wall. And in these final 2 corners, you've got to swing the car in. He's left plenty of ERS, which is perfect for Hamilton. This is going to be a very good lap, I reckon. Into the final 90-degree right-hander. It's going to be in the 50s. It's a 50.8, slightly slower.
Nice.
Slightly slower than Q2, but that probably is because there's slightly more rain.
And also it's his first flying lap as well, so if he if he's doing another sighting lap now to go around the track again in a moment, then he might come a little bit faster as the race
Element goes second
Element's
within a
just
10.
Second.
50.999. Do that lap again, Element, I dare you.
Someone call the police.
DPS has gone third, Seal's gone only fourth. He was one of the pace setters. My prediction, you're 6 cents down. Come on, bring it together.
So the money that the man you placed your money on is not doing so well at the moment. But hey ho, we have still got 6 minutes of this qualifying session left. Anything can happen in Formula 1, and it usually does.
I tell you what, actually, Bresner's first sector was a 19.9, 3/10 quicker than Hamilton. See as he goes through the second sector. He's got a couple of cars in front of him now. Middle sector, let's have a look. Oh, he's gone very deep. 44.9 compared to... Yeah, he's way up. He's half a second up on Hamilton's time. But he lost it though. Might have heard me.
He's pushing hard.
He looks quick, but the car looks unstable. Quick and unstable, though. You'd rather have stable than quick.
Especially
quick and risky.
Conditions.
And potentially maybe being put off by the Ferrari in front of him. That was dangerous, Dan. But this is going to go quite close, I reckon. This might actually beat it. And it's 50.5, yeah.
Oh, yes, it does. He set the pace. It could have been a lot faster if it wasn't for those mistakes.
Yeah, oh, Jesus.
Oh, hello.
What? Easton, 50.2.
150.2.
Never mind.
So, Easton's going around and he's plugging away.
Oh my god.
The
Timberlake? Jesus. Wow, that's a. If you can do it, all credit to you,
What's
Timberlake.
that?
Good evening to you, first of all. Just put in the chat, right? It says, I'm thinking of doing a little edit for the end of the season 1 that highlights the best moments and crashes from the series. You guys got any particular memories of big events in races?
Division
Jeez.
4, Hungary, lap 1, turn 1.
Oh yeah, which I missed that. Apparently that was, yeah, less said.
A certain someone done a nice big dive bomb on everyone.
Let me think, let me think.
For F4, start. The turn 2, 3 incident.
Let me think. I think you've got to include the crossing of the line for Spain in F4 as well.
Oh, yes.
Just yeah,
Absolutely.
Porter. Was it? No, not Porter. Timmer getting the win, and Alonso second.
Timmer getting the win, or was it? Yeah.
Yeah, Timmer won with Alonso second, and just the amount of penalties people had, it just shuffled the order.
It was. Yeah, it was, because the safety car on that race absolutely screwed me well and truly over.
You've obviously got to include the moments of when every champion has won.
Yeah.
And they cross the line to confirm that. I mean, I know I'm being biased, but obviously the commentary with F4 obviously sticks into mind. You can fit anything out of the last 4 races probably into that as well.
USA for 1.
Yeah. I mean, you've got to try and put in good moments as well. Just a
good
general
moments,
mix-up,
right,
Tim and
okay,
Ike.
so I'm not, and again, I'm not being biased here, but F4 China, it was my maiden victory, but the conditions and that, I think, completely qualify for being shown as well.
Element.
Come on, my man, get back into the session.
Well, I had him as a friend. Why not? Oh, I did. There we go.
Oh dear.
End the game. There he goes. Right.
Okay, so Hamilton's come out back on an outlap, and so has Falcon, DPS, and Seal. The other drivers are in the pit lane at the moment. They need to start thinking about coming out.
Oh,
Ooh!
Element.
Oh, unlucky, my man.
Where was he parked? Let's see where he's parked. Sector 2. That's his AI car, though. That's the thing, because he's not controlling that.
Yeah. That is unlucky. It's like you're starting from P10 by the looks of that one, then.
Yeah. Akamo's saying this is F3, not F4. The problem is, I haven't really streamed or go-commed F3 that much, really, to judge, and neither has Raikkonen, so we can't... That's the reason why we can't think of anything. I mean, include this qualifying session then, there you go.
Yeah, or is Tim and Ike thinking about doing the whole of everyone, or is he just thinking about doing a division?
It's the whole of everyone.
That's the
Whole
question.
of everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we need to get on these laps now. Seal... Just go... Oh, Seal's lost... Oh, he saved it. Didn't lose it, he saved it. Oh, lost it again. No, now we spot it.
Oh, look at that!
Oh,
That's
Seal.
one right round spinner.
Seal,
Really.
it's gotta be careful. Gotta be careful. Is the rain chucking it down to you?
It does look like it's getting heavier.
Yeah.
Are the drivers starting to actually struggle out there?
Or maybe not, because Hamilton's 4 attempts up. Ignore me.
Oh, is it? Let's get on board with him. Let's find him. There he is. Right, he comes round. He's now coming around the second fast straight, the bendy straight as we call it. Down into this triple chicane section now. Okay. He's going really well. Seems to be.
That's personal best in both sectors. He's improving by 6/10 overall.
Nice. He's now coming around to the hotel section. Hard on the brakes, through to the corner. Very nice. Well held and perfect. Perfect braking there. got that car well under control.
Being a lot more aggressive on this lap. He's got the disconnected element snow, drive straight through him. Should be fine. Element, unfortunately, is not back in time, and he did get disqualified as well, but here comes Hamilton. He's going to do it. 50.0.
004. Wow. So that is the pace set. So he can actually put in another flying lap if he wants to as well to concrete it. He has just made it across the line. So Easton, he's now coming up the back.
Easton's responding. 19.8 first sector. That's the fastest I've seen anybody do it.
Okay, let's get on board with him. Ooh,
Tomic.
Too much of that curb.
Tomic is half a second down. I think he's out of it. See what Easton can do middle sector. And he's half a second up. What was that middle sector? Jesus. 44.8. Yeah, that was faster than Bresnan, and Bresnan was very quick for that middle sector. He's on it.
Yeah, absolutely. Look at him. He's flying in that Alfa Romeo, isn't he?
Just looking at everywhere else. Dan Stidgen on the lap as well. Stidgen's on quite an improvement. Bresnan goes second.
Yeah, but I think
brought it
that's
back,
going to
but not
be
enough.
down to third in a minute. I think it's going to be bumped down to third in a minute because Easton's coming around the house. It's going to be in the 1.9s, surely.
49. Oh, he's blitzed it.
Wow. So that is it. That is your pace set, ladies and gentlemen. AMS Easton is on provisional pole. The only man that really can upset him is Hamilton, but Hamilton seems to be doing donuts.
Yay, I got front row.
Yay, you spin me right round.
Oh, that's
baby,
dizzy.
right
No,
round.
that's too dizzy. Oh, get away from that. So Stidgen went up to 4th with his lap. Dangerous Dan went up to 7th. My prediction. My prediction for pole. 8th
P8.
and nearly 2 seconds off. Yeah, that worked.
At least mine was on the front row, so 10 points to me. So
Unfortunate for
that is
Element because, well, disconnected and then his AI disqualified himself. So
yeah,
never
not
know.
a good one for that one.
Tim and Ike,
Hey, look.
Tim and Ike, if you're still there, obviously to make it proper, obviously try and include the same amount of moments in the whole of the montage. If it's across the whole league, make sure it's not overloaded with one tier. Yeah. So it's either going to be like a minute each, or like 6 moments each, or something like that. Try and make it as equal as possible. But yeah.
Okay, that's the top 10, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you very much, Tim and Ike. Yeah, that's a good idea.
That's the top 10. So AMS Easton pole, Hamilton 2nd, Tom Bresner 3rd, Stidgen 4th, Falcons 5th, DPS Racing in 6th, Dangerous Dan in 7th, RSF1 Seal 8th, Porter in 9th, and Element Snow in 10th, unfortunately, with the DSQ. So, we move on to the race now, Mr. Brundle.
Yeah.
This is going to be very, very interesting because it's going to be a dry race. If I remember correctly from last weekend's race, Easton, he controlled the entire pace from the moment of go. Will he be able to do that today at Abu Dhabi? That is the question. Or will he have a challenge from the from the Tier 3 champion, RSF1 Hamilton? So that is another factor today. There is no championships on the line anymore. All championships are signed, sealed and delivered in Tier 3. So this is basically a last hurrah race for them. So will they let their guard down and say, right, let's sod it and let's have some real fun racing?
I hope they don't do that and just say sod it. That'd be the worst thing to do. No, it should be a good race. Thing is with these guys, obviously we all know That's the thing really that should have been throughout this last week. Everyone should have felt we may not race with these guys again. Next season we could be completely in different tiers. Obviously not giving too much away, but I know there's going to be a few here that won't be in the same group as each other that you see right now. So we all know this. It's common sense. We all know who we're talking about, but obviously, but obviously not giving too much away here. We still got the testing to do and everything else. It's all falling into place, which is good. But yeah, most of these drivers won't be racing with each other next season probably. Could be in different cars as well. They could come quite attached. I was quite attached to my Renault in F2 before they tested me in F1. It was a good car.
My McLaren, I love my McLaren. I don't want to leave it. You know, I've got one more week in my McLaren. I'm just hoping that the bingo balls when they do draw it out, are going to make fate and say, yes, Mr. Raikkonen, you could have another McLaren. It's like, yay, thank you. But
yeah,
it'll be the luck of the draw that I'll get a car that I don't want.
We'll see. We'll see that. That's the lovely thing of the draw. Chats going off. Nike said, hey back. Shrimper, yes, it was a intermediate qualifying. So yeah, you missed something there basically. But we're ready for the race. 16 drivers. Ace Cookie, why are you starting on hards? Please don't start on hards. Hards are not good. Hards are not good tyre.
Probably trying to do a little bit of a strategy of hards to mediums, one-stop aggressiveness. Like yesterday, I done a two-stop, and I know you done a two-stop on Tuesday, didn't you? Because the last stint on softs, towards the end of the race, you are lightning quick. Absolutely lightning quick. It pays to make that second stop. Honestly, guys, if you can listen to me out there, advice from 2 racers, do a two-stop. Medium, soft.
Yeah, medium, soft. I was going to say, make sure you have a fresh set of softs. Everyone has a fresh set of softs. So
yeah.
but use it to your advantage. You got to go absolutely boom straight first 4 laps. If you're up against people that are on worn tires trying to get to the end, like worn hards, worn mediums, you'll be like 2 seconds a lap quicker. So.
Well, I can witness that one yesterday, for example. Now, when I came out of the pit lane, I think I was like 8 or 9 seconds behind my rival, and within 2 laps, I was knocking on their gearbox saying, I'm overtaking you right now. Oh, we're away.
Yeah, in terms of the tyres, we'll go through them on the formation lap. Ace Cookie, the only one on the hard, starting from 16th. He's got nothing to lose, really, so might as well. Top notch, Manzi, Wobbles, 13th, 14th, 15th, all on softs. Seal, Dangerous Dan on softs. Falcon and Stygian on softs as well. The top 3 starting on mediums, very, very confident with their race strategy.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so we have now got the formation lap. So let's take it away. So in P16, it's Ace Cookie 100. In P15, it's G13 Wobbles. And in 14th place, it's Old Man Z and his 8 wheels with his in-frame out on the track. In P13, it's the unlucky number, but top notch 19888 has taken it. And in P12, it's RSF1 Duffer. Oh, and look, we've got polystyrene flying everywhere over the track again. P11, it's Camo 432. And the man himself, the master of the parade laps, in P10, it's Element Snow 7. And in P9, it's RSF1 Porter. P8, RSF1 Seal. P7, the man, the Dangerous Dan 212. In P6, it's DPS Racing 3515. And in P5, it's RSF1 Falcon in a Ferrari. And in P4, it's Stygian in a Racing Point Pink Panther. And in your top 3 from 3rd place is Tom Bresner in the Williams. And in P2 it's the current champion, it's RSF1 Hamilton. And in pole position from a great lap in Q3, it's AMS Easton in an Alfa Romeo.
In the beginning of that, when he went through like 16th to 11th, and take this as a compliment because I had a massive smile on my face when you were doing this. You sounded like, you know, those game shows that has the conveyor belt of prizes.
Oh yeah, you mean like Bruce's Price is Right? Bullseye in 1.
No, the conveyor belt. You know where and we have a cuddly toy and a ski set. Yeah, you hear what I mean? Oh, that was really good.
Oh, I'm trying to match the man himself. The master formation lap is Element Snow. Everybody knows that.
The Element goes like, in 3rd, Tomic Bresner. In 2nd, RSF1 Hamilton in the Haas.
Ladies and gentlemen,
don't know why he said Haas.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't seen it, please do watch the RSF1 Division 1 Abu Dhabi race because it is absolutely something worth watching because his formation lap was unreal. It was absolutely hilarious.
Anyway, F3, we are here to commentate on F3, but yes, plug,
absolutely.
Go and watch it.
Okay, do you want lights out or do you want me to take lights out?
You're going to take lights out, you're streaming, you're going to stay at the front. I'll keep an eye on the back and see what happens.
Okay. Alright, you rear up the rear and I'll keep on the front line. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, it's lights, 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights! No! And it's go! And everyone's getting off to a clean start. AMS Easton's made a massive start, and RSF1 Hamilton he didn't make a good start at all, but everyone is round 2 through to turn 1. Into turn 2, let's hope there's not any repeats of yesterday. They're going through absolutely perfectly. There are no one going off track, no position losses apart from the back end there. G13 Wobbles has made some gains, and so has RSF1 Hamilton now. Duffer has made a gain, and so has Ace Cookie. Looks like Camo has made the biggest loss of all. Brundle, what's it looking like at your end?
That's all good so far. Camo was very, very cautious with turn 1 and 2, hence why he's dropped down 5 places, but all going good so far. No damage.
Absolutely. So that is F3 has made a fantastic start throughout the whole grid. There is no incidences whatsoever. No one's made any penalties or limits yet, so good to see. But I'll tell you one thing though, AMS Easton, I don't think it's going to get away very quickly from what he did last week's race.
Hamilton's dropped back.
Yeah, he didn't have a very good start at all. He's very squirmish off the line. But Dominic Bresner seems to be staying within Easton at the moment. He's within that second, so if he can keep within the seconds for the first 2 laps, he's going to have DRS. RSF1 Falcon has made the position up to 4th place. He is out on soft at the moment.
Oh! 2 Red Bulls nearly took each other out.
Oh dear. Ace Cookie's just got 6 seconds worth of time penalties. I talked that one up, didn't I? So, fastest lap so far, set by Easton as a 1:42.
My time of interval has done the same thing as it did in F4. It takes a couple of laps to sort itself out.
Yeah,
there we go.
I've got interval times up now. So DPS Racing, he's the closest. Looks like the closest battle is between DPS Racing and RSF1 Falcon.
Yeah, it says like less than a tenth. It's like a second right now. So give it a minute. It's doing this lately.
Oh right, okay, fair enough. Yeah, because it says like 0.36.
Top notch looking at Seal. 9th place, there we go, on the inside.
Very good, very good. Is he going to make the move? Oh, no! Rear wheel back in there! Push aside and get the switch back. Oh, he's made the move. No? Oh, he's coming back at him now! Top notch on the inside line from this corner. Yes, he has made it.
No.
No. Oh, someone cut the corner there.
Yeah. when he made that move initially, he wasn't aggressive enough. He's got to thought, oh, do I go for it? Then he did, and because of that, Seal had the momentum to sort of defend there.
Looks like Element as well. He is sniffing the back of RSF1 Hamilton. Hamilton's not having a good race at all. He is really. Bresner's set the fastest lap with 1:39.7. Excuse me, throat dry there. DRS is now enabled, and Camo 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. So this is now where the overtakes get really interesting now, because obviously DRS assisted makes all the difference.
Stygian and Falcon on their softs made a couple of gains. Obviously, both past Hamilton in that run, but are struggling to keep up with the top two. Top two look very solid at the moment. Bresner's not letting Easton get away.
Here we go. We have got the first overtake possible going on here. Element Snow is coming up the back straight. He's got his DRS open. Frontline speed! But so has Hamilton. Hamilton has got DRS over DPS racing, so Element is going to get a double slipstream and a DRS.
You're right, you got silent. Oh, Camo's.
Yeah, sorry, I've just had have a bit of a cough then.
Yeah, Camo's getting caught up with the back of the field here. He had a cautious start, and every time he's trying to make a move on Duffer, he's not making it work.
Oh dear. Let's have a look. So at the moment, there's quite a bit of a gap between him and Duffer.
There's a train. There's a train behind DPS right now. Hamilton, Element, and Dangerous Dan all forming a queue.
Absolutely. So this is going to be very, very interesting as they come up the straight next, because Hamilton is right behind him and Element. So is Falcon. And so is Seal as well. They are proper sniffing his gearbox. But Dominic Bresner at the moment is staying within 1 second of AMS Easton. This is going to get very interesting. It's like as whose tyres are going to last the longest? Who's got the best setup for tyre wear? That is the question. Now, is AMS Easton holding back a little bit and conserving his tyres, or is he actually really struggling out there?
Hamilton's going to have a go at DPS. DPS really can't get these tyres to work, but what Hamilton's got to worry about is Element right behind him. Dan's not close enough, but this is going to be Hamilton on the back of DPS.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. He's going to go for the move now on the inside line into the turn. Yes, what a move! Oh, but DPS is taking it out. Oh, Element is trying to get out the pickings there as well. Gets a brilliant exit out of it. He's going to have the DRS as well. He's going to make the move stick. What an overtake!
He'll retaliate though into the braking zone.
Yeah.
Oh, here comes Dangerous Dan. Around the outside.
Oh, Dangerous Dan. Have they taken each other out there?
No. Oh, nearly did though on the exit. Oh, but here comes Seal. Seal trying to get right round the outside of Dangerous Dan into the... Oh, Dan!
Oh, no! Look at that!
Oh, he's out.
Dangerous Dan is out! So unlucky. He got a little bit of a nudge there.
Maybe a nudge into the braking zone. That braking zone is very difficult. And he's out.
Yeah. Absolutely. That's a first retirement then, Dangerous Dan. It's a first retirement of the session. Oh, this commentating gives me a dry throat. I need a drink.
Yeah, that all started right at the chicane at the end of the straight. DPS just rumbled over the curb. That gave Element the exit.
Brundle, we've got a Porter sniffing back end the top notch at the moment.
Oh, Porter.
Yeah, so up he goes. Into the DRS zone, and he's going to have the frontline speed!
Slightly cut across you. Bresner's going for the lead. Bresner's going for the lead on Easton. Looking to the inside.
Let's go. Oh, what a move!
Oh, Easton's going to go back through.
Easton's coming back at him, but this is going to be a battle brewing up there. This is what we've been waiting for. A battle for the lead, because it's as much as we like drivers to take control of the race and go and run away with it, it is good to see the battle as well. And for the last race of Tier 3, I think it's going to be a good little battle to see, because it's going to lay down the gauntlet for next season.
Yeah. These two are definitely pulling away. They've got a bit of a gap to Stitchen and Falcon, who will pit in the next 4 or 5 laps.
Definitely. It's a clear night. It's not like not like last night's race where we had lots of overcast. So them tyres will be heating up very nicely.
Yeah, Falcon's tyres are starting. They've lost their kind of bite. And now Hamilton's medium tyres, so the medium tyres are going to start coming into play against these softs. Hamilton's right up the back of Falcon.
Okay, so we are on board. We are with Dominic Perez at the moment, who is in within DRS zone now of AMS Eastern, coming up back straight. He's opened up his DRS.
Oh!
Now watch this, ladies and gentlemen. Oh,
we have our first victim at turn 1 and 2. It's old Manzi. He's off.
Oh no.
He's still going. Still got it. He's got damage though, heavy damage.
Okay. But it looks like AMS Eastern is answering to Dominic Perez at the moment.
Oh! Element has just completely mistimed his brakes and almost took out Falcon. Falcon's got back ahead, but Hamilton is gone now. That's happening.
Yep.
Oh, an Element again. Trying to go on the outside for the triple chicane. He's got it. This time makes the move.
Nice. Very nice. That is brilliant. Oh, look at that. Look at this. RSF1 Seal and Falcon, they're battling through the hotel section.
Falcon's really struggling these tyres. Yeah, he's bitten already. These are fresh set.
He's boxing.
Yeah, these are fresh set. They can go a few more laps, but they do struggle once they get past that 5. He's already in.
So let's find out what tyres he's coming onto now. No, he's not.
Hard tyres.
Onto the hards. Now, will the hard tyres take you through to the end of the race?
Not 21. I haven't seen anybody take them 21, but they're going to be slow. That's the thing. Breslin's on the back of Easton. Not going to be close enough, I don't think, for this first DRS, but he's going to get the exit out of the second chicane here.
Does he make a good exit? Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. He's now opened up the DRS for his frontline speed.
That weaving from Easton.
Weaving.
That was massive weaving from Easton. And that was known.
That's very, very controversial there from Mr. Easton. You know, I'm not pointing the finger or anything like that, but
people in the chat, the hards can go a whole race. No shoals took them 25 laps. So yeah, he can. But what I'm saying is compared to say others in like a 2-stop, it'll be a sitting duck by the end of the race with the pace that he has on them.
Well, mind you, if he gets a half decent pace, he can make some points back and make some positions back as people box him for their tyres and stuff like that. So where is he currently at the moment? He's 12th in the field, so he's 9 seconds behind Ace Cookie.
Got clean air for the moment, so.
Yeah. Keep his head down, and he'll be an interesting race for him. Okay, RSF1 Seal is currently the 2 Mercedes. This could get interesting. They had a bit of a battle last week, I do believe, as well.
Yeah, Seal's going to have a great run out of this happen if he can get a good exit. Follow behind the gearbox.
Oh, then this is going to be a spicy little move here.
Element got the way better exit though.
Yeah. But then this is where it comes all into play, because you've got the 2 DRS zones. But literally,
he's going for it.
Ooh, he's gone for it. He is mate. But this is where Element can come back at him now. He's going to have the DRS now. See now, guys, use your team tactics.
I think team tactics are out the window. Still defends it very nicely though, so Element cannot make it back through.
You're destroying your tyres doing this, guys, battling each other.
I don't think they care. I don't think they care. This is out the window. It's the last race of the season, why not?
Yeah, absolutely. So it looks like they're throwing all caution to the wind and gone sod it.
I was just going back to that weave from Easton. It's like, that's the kind of weave that's, in those 5 lappers, you get randomers. It's like, and they've overtaken you and they weave as if to say, aha, I overtook you. That's what it looked like initially.
What, in ranked races?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I've done it sometimes before, so.
Ooh, you naughty boy.
Stygian's in the pits, fresh mediums. Well, not fresh yeah, they would be fresh mediums.
Right, so this is attempt 2 for Tom Nick Bresner and AMS Easton. Will Tom Nick Bresner make the move? So he's...
Not close enough.
Honest, he's keeping Easton honest though. He's not letting him get away too far.
It's a nice, decent exit. It's not going to be close enough for a move here though.
No.
Easton seems to be getting good traction out of those corners. It's going to be difficult.
Yeah, absolutely. But that's brought him right into distance with, like, if he keeps this close to him for the next lap, then he's well within striking distance then. Battle we've got to keep an eye on for that one. Any more battles to burn? Oh,
Two Mercedes are still there.
Duffer and Camo.
Yeah. Both neither pitted, both forced the back in though, at the moment.
It looks like Duffer might have a bit of DRS problem as well, because in the zone, but he's not using it. Oh, Mercedes are battling each other. Oh,
Seals in the pits.
RSF1 Seals in the pits.
Early stop.
Very
early stop.
Another set of mediums going on there for Seal.
Yeah, aggressive strategy.
Nice
Top notches in.
There from the Mercedes pit crew.
As it wobbles. See, that's how early.
Falcon.
That's how early Seal was pitted from those mediums. Those on softs pitted at the same time.
Oh, looks like Wobbles is having a bit of a penalty time there.
It's a little bit close, but still not close enough. I know why.
Oh, Stygian and Ace Cookie. Oh, this is... what the...
Yeah? Words?
Oh... Well, you can imagine the word I was going to say afterwards, but I did stop myself, because obviously I do have minors watching the thingy, but it was a little bit weavy over there.
Ace Cookie's going to go back and still.
Oh,
close.
This is really close. Come on, guys, don't bin it, don't bin it.
No. And this is a problem for Stygian because Ace Cookie is, well, he hasn't pitted on those hard tyres. And Stygian is getting frustrated. You can see the movement.
Yeah.
This.
On the much faster tyre.
Stygian, don't. You can't overtake there. No. That was. No. There you go. The frustration is boiled over.
Silly move.
See now, as much as maybe Ace Cookie is maybe heavily defending, maybe too much, you don't let it go to your head, regardless. And yes, he's ruining your race, but he's in front after all. You got to overtake.
Yeah.
Bresner's really close now.
Let's have a look. Ooh,
You can get the exit.
Now we're into the second DRS zone.
Still can't get the exit compared to Easton, but I think this will be a chance here.
Go on,
Bit of
sir.
lag.
Get in, man.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Right in the
what a
inside.
move. Good move. Oh, Easton's coming. No, he's trying to keep that. Oh,
Oh,
no, guys, don't do this.
Side by side. Can be done, but this is so nervous.
Easton on the outside takes the position back.
I mean, Bresner backed out of it. It was very wise about that. He thought, okay, if Easton wants the position back, I'm just like, okay, we can have it for now. So a long way to go in this race.
Yeah, it is. We're on lap 11 out of 28, so 17 laps left to go.
Freeway battle.
They're both boxing. This is going to be a battle on the pit lane.
There's a freeway battle going on as well. Stygian and Seal passed Cookie, but Stygian has lost the position to Seal and all that. So him being held up did cost him. The front 4 pit, actually. Bresner's ahead.
Tom Bresner is on the softs.
Ooh. Hello.
This is going to get this now. This is the reverse strat. They're doing reverse strategy to each other now, because obviously Bresner's now doing his soft stint now, and then he's going to come back out on mediums. But whereas AMS Easton, he's going to be out on the softs towards the end of the race. So this is going to get really spicy towards the end of the race, ladies and gentlemen. Please stay tuned. It is not over yet by a long shot.
Bresner's ERS level. ERS level for Bresner is around 60%. Easton about the same.
Yeah, but Bresner's going to be on the much faster tyre for the first 4 laps at least. Just look, he's closing.
Yeah, but now
he
he has to overtake. Now he has to make a move and pull away.
He has to get ahead.
Easton to the right. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, what's going on here? East Element, Ace Cookie. Big penalties there for the pair of them. Element pitted, and he's come out right behind his teammate Seal again. And he got Stygian for company.
Element's just got a 3-second time penalty. There's a lot of penalties being thrown out in this race.
Element actually got a penalty the corner before as well, so he's all racking them up.
Yeah. Oh, look at Stygian. He's all over the gearbox of Easton right now. This is battle. This battle, he needs to get past him fast. So next DRS zone, Stygian. If you don't get past him, you're going to ruin your strategy, my friend. And just go for it. In my eyes, you know.
Hamilton just got past DPS, but DPS is yet to pit on 12 lap.
Mediums,
yeah, so he's struggling. He's going to have the 2 Mercedes all over him. But this is the chance for Bresner.
First DRS zone now. Up the start of that straight, front line speed. Come on, Bresner. No, are you going to use your head and stay behind him after this zone and get him on the next zone so he doesn't get the switch back on you? Ooh, come on, get the exit perfect. You're going to have the traction.
He's got to make this move now.
Yes, he's got it. He's definitely got it.
He'll be able to get it done. He moves right up to the cross. Easton is still there though. And
that's it. Well done, my friend. Well done. Now you've got to pull away. You've got to make some breathing space. At least 3 or 4 seconds.
Well, this sector, he's got to get out of the second. If Easton can keep within the second, even if it's just like by 9/10.
Yeah. Well, he's got to get a second gap before turn 7.
Yep.
Where the DRS detection zone is.
DPS is really struggling. Both Mercedes have got him. Now Stygian, after being held up by Ace Cookie, he's going to go. Well, he darts to the inside.
Oh!
That was just about. Yeah, DPS is in.
Yeah, DPS is now in for his stop.
You going for the 1 stop going that long?
Possible. Let's find out. Let's be on board with him. See what tyres he's going to put on. Oh, he's gone on softs.
He's going to pit again.
Absolutely.
Crucially, Easton kept within the DRS. So he can, for this lap at least, he can latch onto the back of Bresner. Press has got to put the foot down. He has to.
He's now just over the second on my thing. Yeah, he's got it. Oof. Easton's got to be careful as well because I think he's getting his fuel warning light come up.
Oh, Falcon and Ace Cookie. Falcon on fresh hard, sorry. Ace Cookie keeping his nose in.
Leave him out there.
Top Notch got through. Pink, yeah.
This little free card train. Ace Cookie's all over the back of Top Notch. Is Top Notch struggling? But he's on mediums. He should be on a faster tyre.
Well, Top Notch is trying to find a way past Falcon. Outbreaks himself though. He's trying to find a way by.
Yeah. Joys of dirt. Yeah.
Right. So
Port.
Ace Cookie and Duff have yet to pit, and Ace Cookie's in. Betty, oh, cuts the corner on the inside though.
But this is bringing Porter right back into that train there.
There'll be a lot of penalties at the end of the race.
Easton's closing in again on Bresner.
Bresner actually got it to over a second very briefly. But once again, Easton's just managed to latch onto that. And Bresner's using ERS. He's trying to get away, but he can't. Easton is...
He's got some pace, hasn't he?
Also managing it through these corners.
Yeah, absolutely.
Top Notch has got by Falcon. Falcon might have a go back. Ferrari straight lines. Speed.
It's Ferrari versus Ferrari.
No, not close enough.
No. I know sometimes on this track from overtake you have got to stick your elbows out a little bit as well, I've noticed.
At the moment, Falcon is 28 seconds behind the leader, so his strategy, where is he going to end up? He's jump up to 4th, I think, when everyone pits for their second stop, if he's going to take these to the end. But as I said, he'll then be targeted by those. He's now got a Porter coming up behind him as well.
Okay, so Bresner has got the second interval over from Easton. Hopefully he can hold it for himself, for his sake he can hold it, so that means that Easton won't have DRS coming through the straights again and he'll be able to pull away.
The only issue is he's used so much ERS just to get to this point.
So this is the point now where he's got no if he's got no disadvantage from ERS from Easton, he now needs to start harvesting, ready for that when his softs go off and Easton makes the comeback. Duff, it was Duff that just went a little bit sideways then.
Connected with wobbles, I think. You got Ace Cookie. Ace Cookie went on to mediums, so it'll be easy on
so
wobbles.
The two Red Bulls are battling each other. Nice move, but then this is where Wobbles is going to get... Can Wobbles get the switch back on him? Because he's now going to have the DRS. It's lawnmower power versus lawnmower power.
Porter's got past Falcon. That pace of those... Oh, Falcon! That was a lunge. He had to back out of it. Fortunately, no damage for either, but that could have ended horribly. Yeah, the pace on the hard tyres, you can just see now. The advantage he has with a stop is just diminishing.
Yeah, absolutely. This Cookie's now pulling away, so it looks like now people are starting to spread themselves out a little bit. No one within a second of each other. So this is where now, this is where we call the lull phase of the race. But Easton, hang on. I thought I just saw a moment there that is the interval's he's closing in again. He's responding. Has Bresner's tyres sinned past their due after 5 laps?
Yes, it's those first 4 laps you have great pace, and then 5, 6, and 7 the pace starts dropping off. So you're lucky to keep it on. And the advantage that Easton will have when he pits is that he will have those fresh slots right at the end of the race, right when the track's rubbered in. And Bresner gets another time penalty, so he's trying.
Oh, this is not going to bode well for for the race result at the end, because this is where people forget, like towards the end, this is where when you cross the line and then time penalties get taken off you, you are going to get penalised, and it could lose the race victory.
I mean, as it currently stands, he has, because Easton's only won 1 penalty, but he's a warning away from a second, and Bresner's got 2.
Oof.
Yeah, so despite his efforts, and I can see the effort he's trying to put in.
Oh, this battle between DPS and Falcons spicing up lovely. DPS is right sniffing the gearbox of that Ferrari. Soft versus hards.
Easy.
Through turn 1. Bang.
Right, so how far is he behind now? 38, Jesus. Yeah, so he was, like, 3 laps ago, he would have been 4th when everybody pits. He's now 6th.
Next 6th.
The next 6th when everybody pits. And that's obviously, again,
Wow.
he'll be on worn hards when everybody else is on softs. I think even DPS might go for another set of softs to get to the end.
Yeah, that's doable.
Medium, soft. He has his for another 3 odd laps, and then softs to the end, and easily go 6 or 7. And they have fresh softs available.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So Duffer has now just made a pit. Well, not long made a pit. He's on 1 lap old softs. Oh, so this is where it gets interesting now, because we've got AMS Easton. He's got to stop for a set of softs. But he's been out on mediums.
If I was Bresner,
I'd go back out on softs.
Yep, but he has to take these another lap. Can't pit the end of this, because they will not. He would struggle with the last lap or last lap or 2. He's got to he's got to go another lap. Problem he's got is Easton is back within DRS, and it's now just going to pile on the pressure.
So we've got Porter and Top Notch at the moment. They're very close to each other. Porter's on the fresher tyres.
Hammer's on the back of Wobbles as well for 12th.
Yep.
And he's in. Or another set of mediums.
Having his 8 wheels changed.
Right, so is Bresner going to pit the end of this lap? If he does, he'll be going on to mediums.
Yeah.
That would be a very safe call.
It would be a safe call, but then would that be handing the victory to AMS
It would.
Easton? Because Easton's going to come in and he's going to slap on the softs.
Oh, he thought about it. He thought about it.
Oh, look at this. Well done. Camo just took Wobbles for 12. Oh, now this the battle for the lead is starting to spice up now, because Easton is closing in. So this is now where Easton probably played the wiser game, going right, we're going on the mediums. He's going to get, his tyres are going to go off a lot quicker. He's now he's 7 tenths behind him. Look at the exit that he gets off it. He's going to come up the back straight. He's going to get DRS and he's going to close in on him. He's got max, look at his ERS as well.
Yeah. And Bresner has not saved. He's still been using it to try and get away.
Wow.
And still Easton's not using it. Now he does.
He's notched up a little bit there.
It amazes me actually how he can run in non-ERS, yet he's keeping the gap.
Absolutely. And like, what amazes me as well is that this kid, he's racing on a pad.
He said the word kid as if that's a bad thing. This kid. Don't think you like it. See, top notch on the back of Porter for 7th. Around the outside. Is Porter going to stick it in? He is. But top notch right around the outside though.
Oh, that's a lovely front wing cam there.
Bresner in.
Right, okay.
Another set of
This
softs.
now hands.
Has to be. Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Yes.
He's played that very clever. The only thing you could have done. Doesn't have to go medium.
This is it. Now is Easton going to respond? Yes, he has. He's switched up the ERS and he's going to go for it. He's going to try and pull some time apart. But Bresner is going to be out on the softs, and this is where Bresner can be wise to go. He needs to put the power. Is Bresner in clean air? Yes, it's 6 seconds between Bresner and Element. Yeah, absolutely. So Bresnan really needs to absolutely hammer it down now. Get some cleaner, get quali laps, 2 quali laps, Bresner, and you've got the race win in your hand, basically.
Oh, Falcons drops it.
Oh,
Turn
no.
Midway through turn 2, and
No.
He's all right.
Oh.
Or yeah, he's fine. He's rejoining the track very
gingerly.
It's alright. It's alright though.
Yeah.
Top Notch and Porter's still going at it. Top Notch overtook on the first DRS zone, but Porter's going to go out the second one. This is the beauty of this track. You can be overtaken on the first, and then re-overtake in the second.
This, wow.
Not close enough though.
He's got the legs on it. No, he's not got the legs, has he?
Top Notch had a good exit. Compton's in. Easton stays out.
Ooh.
I wouldn't have done that. I would have pitted Easton.
Yeah, me too. Respond quickly. Bresner, he's back into second place again. 16 seconds between him and Easton.
That gap's dropping. That gap's dropping
it's dropping, and it's dropping fast. Yeah.
It's because of those fresh
He's going to
tyres.
make the jump. He's going to make the jump.
I think Easton has made a bit of an error there. I mean, he's saving ERS massively still, as well, just to compound the effect.
Yeah, but look, it's within 15 seconds. It's 15 seconds now, and like, what's a pit stop? About 22 round this track?
It's about 18, 19 actually.
Oh, is it? But the more time Easton stays out, he's gonna lose. He's losing out.
I've just been told to shut up by Easton apparently. Verstappen relaying the message. Obviously, Verstappen engineer. Why would you engineer Easton when he's quick enough to be behind anyway? Anyway, he just said. I said apparently Easton. Okay. Easton says, watch and learn, Brundle. Okay, I'm watching, and I'm trying to learn. But basically what Easton's trying to do... No, you're not a very good message relay, because he said 5... Well, yeah, it is 5 laps, isn't it? It's 5 laps on the softs. It's basically what the softs can do without dropping pace.
Yeah. Okay, so we're on lap 24. So Easton's pitted. So, okay.
Yeah, but Bresner's way in front.
Let's see if he can close the gap then.
Okay. See what the gap is.
Watch and learn. So it's 6 seconds at the moment.
And he actually needs to catch it within 3.
Yep. Oh, Porter's just got a 5 seconds time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Oh dear. So, the two Mercedes, they've had quite a little ding-dong with each other throughout the whole race, really, haven't they?
Yeah. Oh, Camo's dropped it under the hotel.
Oh, no,
He's had a
Camo.
hard... He's had a really difficult race there, Camo.
Porter's just dropped... Oh, Porter's in the pits, that's why he's just dropped in a lot of places.
Right, so what's the penalty situation now? Bresner's still on 2.
He's got the 2 penalties, hasn't he? Yeah.
Easton has 1, and is still 1 warning away from a second.
Okay,
So,
this
if
is
Easton-
now where it could...
If Easton wants to win this race, he has to close the gap within 3 seconds, or hope that Bresner gets another penalty. And at the moment, it's only gone down to 5.8.
And hope he doesn't get one himself.
Still not going full ERS
there's one.
mode. Still saving it.
ARS. Old Manzi. Oh, what a move from Old Manzi on Duffer. Well done.
Hamilton fastest lap. Meantime,
Yep, there's a little show from the series champion there.
here we go. Easton's now stuck into overtake. The ERS to burn. Bresner unfortunately does not. All I'm saying, right, is he's got to close
It's
the
a
gap
tall order.
by 2 seconds in 4 laps. Oh, Camo's out. Oh. A rough
very
race for
tall
Camo.
order
Not
to
a way
do.
not a way to end it. That would be interesting sudden pace. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
He's doing it though. 4.8.
Yeah. This is a bit like he's got to do for the next 3 laps. He's got to be doing qualifying pace, like all out. Just
Top
go
notch.
for it.
Top notch on the back of DPS. Down front line straight and well, easy. But DPS is going to get the
DPS
second
now,
DRS.
yeah.
Oh, doesn't get a good exit though. I think Top Notch should have this. Yeah.
Definitely.
Right. So gap's now 4.2.
Yeah.
Bresner still has 1.2 of a gap, and Easton has used up half of his ERS on that lap, and he's caught the gap by 1.3.
So if he does the same again the next lap, then he's going to be within a shout of winning the race via, just literally via the penalty situation. Oh, Tom
Easton-
Notch going very wide there.
Easton on that last lap did a 36.9 compared to Bresner's 38.4. And again, he's only on 2 lap fresher tyres than Bresner.
Yeah.
3.9.
Down to the 1. Okay, so DPS racing on the back of Top Notch right now, coming up the straight. Gets a good exit. Opens up the wing. He's going to save it for the second zone. Get a good exit from the chicane. Don't take too much on that curve. That's better. Oh, you rid the curbs a bit too much there. No, Top Notch has managed to answer it. Okay, so we've got to think about it, Mr. Brundle. Driver of the day.
I mean, Ace Cookie's gone up 9 positions.
Yeah.
Orthodox strategy, Elements up 6. Check penalties. I think it's between them two, but let's check penalties to see how many each has got. Element's got 2. Ace Cookie has 4. So I think it should be Element based on that.
Element.
Made up.
Yeah, it seems so.
Second most positions. It could be top notch as well, but it would be Ace Cookie, but Ace Cookie has near 5 penalties at this point.
Oh, blimey.
Which is, yeah, that takes that down. How much has Top Notch got? Top Notch has 1, 2, 4 as well. Yeah, Element. Element for me.
Yeah. What about you, viewers? Who is your driver of the day? Please put your comments in now. Is your opinion different to ours? Or
Gap in the
do you
front.
agree with us that
Gap in the front, 3.2.
3.2 second. 3.2. I'm keeping a very close eye on that front.
Oh,
Very close eye.
penultimate lap.
DPS and Top Notch though, they are ding-donging with each other yet again. Oh, it's 3.0 3 seconds down. 3.0.
I think he's got it. The problem is with Bresner is that his ERS he cannot push. He's been in mode 2, which is medium, and he's left it in there. Whereas not Bresner, Easton, he is actually managing it better in the corners where he does lose time. He's putting it in none, but it can then blast it all the way down the straight.
Yeah.
Okay, I
So
would
on the penultimate
admit Verstappen, if you are engineering Easton, if it does work out, because it may or may not. I still don't know yet. I still don't know yet.
Is Ben coming up that see? Told you so.
Yeah. Well, he would if it does work out. But this is the thing. It's not the easiest way. The easier way would have been to hit the next lap.
It's 3.3 seconds.
Actually, in fact, if he'd pitted the next lap, he would have been within 3 seconds and probably. Oh, Duffer.
Duffer's just retired.
Oh, Cameron's just done a bunny hop over turn 2. Where's he done that? Sector 3.
Cameron's out.
Oh no, old Manty that was. Then I just saw a Renault for Camo.
Okay, so we're on the final lap. So we're on board with Dominic Bresner now, and AMS Easton is within the 2.7 seconds. You are right.
It's all down to ERS. Easton has just
and fuel.
a bit more ERS, yeah.
I'm also wondering, is Bresner going to run out of fuel as well? Because he's got his red fuel like flashing like
They
anything
both
at the
are.
moment.
They both are. Yeah, it's all down to the ERS management. Okay, Verstappen, you were right, but only because of the ERS. Not because of the strategy, because of the ERS.
And the penalty situation.
And that too. Yeah. Again, still the easier way would have been hit the next lap. There you go.
You mean like do the absolute response to it?
Yeah. It was
Sector
genius
1 and
brain.
2.
They just taking the
it's
thing. Oh, DPS right at the end. His point is now under threat from Wobbles. He's dropped it at turn 2. Again, I think.
No.
Oh, but Ace Cookie's just got 10 seconds.
Oh.
Ace Cookie's got no front wing. Ace Cookie's got no front wing.
Okay, so
Good
ladies
thing I
and
didn't.
gentlemen, coming round for the final corner, Dominic Bresner crosses the line, the fireworks go off, but he does not get the race victory from penalty situation. The winner of your Abu Dhabi Grand Prix is AMS Easton. In second place is Dominic
Cookie,
Bresner.
stop it.
And in third place is RSF1 Hamilton. Element Snows crossed in fourth,
Oh,
Seal
God.
fifth, Digin sixth. Top Notch, he's now coming around to the hotel section.
Oh my god. What is going? Oh, it's another
Oh,
one. He's because he's got no front wing. He's basically not turning most of the corners. And he's got another one.
and is he trying to get disqualified from the race?
Yeah.
Top Notch in P7, Porter, PA. Oh, P7, he jumps Top Notch through the penalty situation. Ace Cookie.
It's good he's going to summer across the line. Look how much penalties he's got. 48 seconds.
Oh,
Ouch.
DPS Racing. Wow!
Your point's gone, Cookie. Point is gone. It's gone.
Oh.
He's last.
Wow.
Oh my word.
Wow. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was an interesting race, I must say. Some people had some good luck, some people had some bad luck. But that's your podium tonight. It's Easton with the wins, Stygian in second place, and Hamilton, the champion, in third, keeping himself on the podium.
Yeah, nice way to end off the season. Yeah, good race. It was intriguing. The top two pulled away and had their own little intense battle, which Easton had it won. And better managed DRS. I think that's the story of his win. Oh yes, and a good strategy by his genius engineer. There you go. You happy?
Look at all these penalties.
You happy, Ben? You happy, Ben? Is your ego?
Look at these.
Is your ego filled enough? You know, he drove the race, not what you did.
These. There we are, ladies and gentlemen. That is the classification tonight of the race. It has been an eventful one. Easton first, Dominic Bresner second, Hamilton third, Element fourth,
51
fifth.
seconds. Hayes Cookie, 51 seconds of penalties.
Is that close to your record?
I didn't even think you could get that high without not getting disqualified. Goodness me.
Porter in 7th, Top Notch 8th, DPS Racing in 8th, Old Man's in 10th, Falcon 11th, Wobbles 12th, Ace Cookie 13th, Duffer 14th, Camo in 15th, and the DNFs are Dangerous Dan, Owen, Camo and Duffer. But everyone's classified, which is nice.
Everyone had penalties.
Okay. Yep. Okay, Mr. Bundle, would you like to do the honours and get the lovely three into the chat?
Oh, I forgot about that. That's the job I have to do. Yes.
Yes.
Morton. Rosina. You're doing the questions though.
Pardon?
You're doing the questions though.
Oh, thank you very much. You're not going to share it like you normally do. No,
I
you
do the whole
third
lot
and first, and you do second.
You do the whole lot.
Okay, guys. Please make sure you press the lovely little green tick in your boxes to make sure that your audio is included.
Yes.
Okay, so we're just waiting on now for Stygian. Stygian, if I'm rightly, doesn't have a microphone.
Oh, that's Bresner. Bresner doesn't have a mic, no.
No, Bresner, that's it. Bresner doesn't have a microphone. Should we invite Driver of the Day to make up the numbers there, Mr. Brundle?
What was that? Sorry, got distracted.
Bresner doesn't have a microphone, so we invite Driver of the Day in for the party.
Which was Element, wasn't it?
Element Snow. Yep.
Okay. As long as he's aware.
Well, he will be made aware. So. Okay, guys, just make sure you press the tick on your.
Yeah.